Hello, hello, test. 1, 2, 3, test. There we go. Alright, that's as long as that's working. Just copy that link. Hello again, Varshan. In search of Asdaya, Varshan has glad tidings to share. Somehow I doubt that. Ah, excellent timing, Melody. Just a moment ago I received word from the Ironworks. They've completed their task, and are on their way with the reinforced warding scales. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in crafting an artificial atomos. All is in readiness for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the Great Work. Let us head there at once. To thus create a void scent, Handish alchemists are as clever as they are bold. Our comrades are here, but the ironworks people have yet to arrive. Alright, Y'shtola. What news do you have for us? There you are, Melody. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial atomos. Creepy. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its ether is practically identical to that of the original. A truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Aye, our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Razatan. I would express my gratitude to Nidhana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the Atomos to attend to a pressing task, but said that she would return ere we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the ironworks arrive with the warding scales. Did someone say warding scales? Ah, there's said. Did someone say warding scales? Because it just so happens we have them. Evening, gentlemen. Right on cue. 'Tis good to see you all again. But for the President himself to attend. Keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and see you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. 'Twas my painstakingly collected data that made the reinforcement possible. The scales will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. Humble as always, Nero. As the ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging. Here are the scales. With these, we can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midgard Somra came to our rescue in the rift. It's the least we could do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest grand adventure. Wait! Nidhana, is aught the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. Yeah, sure, whatever. We're not going anywhere in a rush. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get. But you of all people ought to know that, eh? Not interested in getting covered in pink stuff again, Nero? Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. Talk, talk, talk. Mingle.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Oh?
Vritra, I presume.
Oh. Okay.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye.
Nice.
I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is no to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use. Again, I ask that you watch over Xain in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Void Scent will find their way into our world.
Then why are we doing
Rest
this?
assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan.
Look, Vitra. I'm sorry about your sister, but this is a horrible idea. I said it before, I shall say it again. This is a terrible idea.
Perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Varshan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
I have something for you as well.
Oh?
While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loperids.
Uh-huh.
Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger.
Oh! Okay. A crystal.
The crystal, which showed the way to Meteon.
The crystal, okay.
The Loperids no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Hydaelyn's gift than her chosen champion?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
The Satrap and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Proceed to Weaver's Warding. Actually, hang on. Gotta be prepared. Let me put on the proper duds. Alright, let's sail forth. Into the unknown! They've upgraded the Vault's Guardians to contend with Void Scent. A task which was made easier by the surplus of broken units. One could argue that I did them a favor. Of course you did, Estinian. For my research into cross-rift travel, this is a moment of truth. For all those who helped us come this far, let us pray we succeed. Reminder to all three of you that this is a terrible idea. Absolutely terrible. Alright, Varshan, you may have a sword and shield, but I just want you to know, I'm the tank. You stay behind me.
I shall now lift the seal.
Or we could not.
In the name of Al-Zadar III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Oh, fun. That's inviting.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
Void Scent. Lots and lots of Void Scent.
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with Void Scent.
Mm-hmm.
I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own.
Mm-mm.
Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Yeah, that's right.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Oh, but your havoc wreaking is so amazing. I love it.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Will we, though? I don't know. I don't have much faith in this plan. The fell court of Troya, now accessible. First time in a reflection or no, I can't say I'm feeling nervous. Not after having journeyed to the edge of existence. True to our friend's words, the warding scales are eminently reinforced. We needn't fear corruption, even should we be wounded by void scent. No looking back. I shall keep my eyes ever forward, and trust Razathan to my people. Alright. No, I think we're in for a bumpy landing. The fell court of Troya. Alright. Onward! Ooh, that's trippy looking. Oh, hello! This way, everyone! Ah.
You forced my hand.
Very nice. This castle's looking a little warped and twisted. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Hope you can keep up your Stola. Alright. It appears rats have wandered into my castle. Tear them apart if you must. Their drifting ether will suffice. Whoever she is will tend to her like the rest. Oh. Oh, yeah, this is the boss. Evil Dreamers. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Wasn't crazy about that boss. Yeah, really was not crazy about that one. Ooh. Like this view. Like, that boss was literally just an ad rush. There wasn't anything particularly, like, noteworthy about it. This foyer seems very familiar. Good morning, crazy fan. Not much of a morning on my end. How are you doing, crazy fan? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
This will hurt.
Well, that's good. You're doing well enough. Suppose that's the best anyone can ask for.
No mercy.
Ah, it's a ring of healing. Yeah, healing is good, but I'm not playing as a healer. I'm playing as a tank. So I want tanking gear. Y'shtola, I never asked you to hold back, so please, with all due respect, just lay into them. Ah, it's a choker of aiming! I'm not a ranged fighter at the moment. Alright, Beatrice. Let's see what you've got. At least there's only one of you this time. Hi, Troya. Oh no! Oh, okay. There was no reason for you to change how the... Yeah, there was no reason to change why that eye prompt. It's a cool effect, I will grant you that. There's no reason for it. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, that's what I like to see. You see, I liked that fight, but it didn't have enough to it. Like, I wish it did that eye thing again. I know I was complaining about the eye thing the first time it happened, but the second time it happened, it was actually a cool mechanic. Ah! Ugly beetle bastards.
You forced my hand.
Oh, they aren't that ugly? Let's get a closer look at them. Nope, they are not appealing to look at. Nope. Do it already, Y'shtola! Stop talking about how you're gonna end it and end it! What's in the box? Just more materia. Thank God. 'Cause I can't get enough of that goddamn materia.
Out of my way!
I will end this farce.
Big old gargoyle looking guys. Oh, I'm glad I took these packs one at a time. Alright, give me something tanky. Come on. God damn it. Oh, you want to go again? Want to go for another round?
So the gate did open again, and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Oh, Who the fuck are you?
I am Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four. Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your graves.
I love it. Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Away with you!
Breathe deep of your death.
You forced my hand.
Oh, this remix slaps. Oh, I love it.
My blade thirsts for blood.
Where are we going, guys?
Protect me, my minion.
All right, everyone, gather around. Despair!
Stubborn mortal.
Despair tastes like some weak ass shit.
Come, fill your lungs.
Nice. Nice, I like that. I love that fight. I loved that remix of Battle Against the Four Archfiends. That was so good. Alright, give me something tanky. That's all I... Arrgh! Fine. Whatever.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
Mm-hmm.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can. Don't overthink it. We'll improvise as we go along. Yeah, don't overthink it.
If that is your preferred approach, then very well. I shall defer to your adventurer's intuition. I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Something tells me we're not gonna have a good time when we do. Buried memory. It seems the minions are keeping their distance for now. Let's carry on. I never dreamed I would come this far. I can't thank you all enough for your cooperation. This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. Ere we set our sights elsewhere, let's see what we can learn, what there is to learn here. Alright. From this point onward, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Ooh. Should you leave Troya Castle, you may return here via Weaver's Warding. Additionally, you may now enter the Fell Courts of Troya with a party of NPC avatars. Other than yes. Alright, Varshan. Shadowed Remnants. Varshan wears a look of quiet determination. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Ajdaya were she remotely near, yet there is nothing. Might you not call to her? Let her know that you have come. Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even were it possible, a dragon's call is borne upon ether. It is liable to draw more void scent to us. I see. In any case, there is little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well. Let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. Yeah, sure, let's separate. Let's go our separate ways and talk to the Void Scent. God, we are so stupid! This one does not but stare. Well, it is a giant flying eyeball. Grrr, yeah. Grrr, grrr, grrr. The creature snarls and glares at you. It is unlikely that you will learn anything from it. Some seem willing enough to converse. Whether they have the ability to do so is another matter. Alright, big guy. What enticing aether you have! Give me some! Give me some! And nah. Oh, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, fine, I'll find someone else to eat. While able to communicate, this one seems to think only of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. Alright, let's get a better look at these guys. Yeesh! Ugh. Yeah, I defer to my earlier assessment. Ugly. Like the prevailing tongue in Norvrent, the language of this world bears a resemblance to our own. It may be assumed that they share a common ancestor. Forlorn void scent. The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime. To bask in her gaze is bliss. But now she's gone. Never again will I feel her gaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? What am I to do now? The creature mutters endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. Alright, what about you? I serve! I obey! Please don't eat me! A dragon? What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know about anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon. The clever ones are tasty. They might have been eaten already. You've learned all you can from this void scent. If you look in the dungeon, you may be able to find the clever one it mentioned. I have nothing to share. While those I approached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower-rung Voidsent tend to have lower intelligence, 'twould seem. A pity Scarlamong is dead. He was talkative at least. What of you? Well, they mentioned they had a prisoner in the dungeons, and I figured I'd go talk to them. A clever void sent to the dungeon? That would be the area in which we emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this void scent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. To the dungeon! I love the way these plants shimmer. Like, it's like they've got shadows moving across them at all times. Something tells me that this isn't going to be a fun gen. But I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. This could be a fun gen. But I have a distinct the distinct impression that, oh, hello. I can't survive without someone to give me ether. But where, oh where will we find a new master? Good luck with that. If any of these voids suggest that I be their new master, I'm killing them on the spot. Hi, doggy. Good doggo. Good hellhound. Hey guys, what's going on in here? Pray we caught our weakened in the dungeon before being served up to the mistress. Tenderizing, she calls it. And that's the way she used to like it. Well, bitch is dead now. Oh, can I actually pet this one? Hello. Woof. Grrr. Troyan manservant. But you're just ahead! Though there is only the one dungeon here, we call it the fourth, the mistress's orders. But the mistress is gone, and her orders with her. Rats can infest this castle for all I care. Troyan Gaoler. No one comes and goes from this dungeon without permission. For you, though, I'll make an exception. Go on, go. Rats, for furry and forlorn. Food from the mistress's consumption is kept in these cells. With the mistress devoured, we're free to help ourselves. But the clever one is strong, and now the warden went in to devour the clever one, but he hasn't come back out. Alright guys, what are we dealing with? I mislike the feel of this. Stay on your guard. Could this be the clever void scent? There appears to be someone within. Oh no. 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 Fuck off, Xenos. Fuck off, Xenos. I'm done with you. No more. You go away. Go up. Shoot. Shoot.
You.
Yes, me.
You want the friend?
No. No, 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 no. No. Piss off. Didn't you fade away when Xenos fell?
Xenos? The disgraced prince you yourself laid low?
Oh, I hope I did. Oh, please don't come back. Please don't come back.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald. When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
No! Stop calling me that! Call me that one more time and I'm snapping your neck.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
Oh? Who the hell is this? Oh.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar until you killed him.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers. In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Alright. You and I can be friends.
Your
Just
previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Never call me Xenos' friend ever again, and you and I can be friends. I hope you hated him just as much as I did.
Perhaps not. What does it matter?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Not to him. Whatever Xenos may have said, I wasn't his friend.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
I assumed the dungeon was served for those intended for the mistress's consumption. It is fortunate we came here when we did. Faithful, even. Xenos' avatar, eh? What are the odds? We still know little about her, but for now I'm glad we found someone who can do more than moan for ether. It seems the clever one did for my fellow warden after all. I knew it was a bad idea to go in the cell. When I served Xenos, my mind was shrouded in haze. But one thing was always clear, his obsession with the friend. What the word means I do not know exactly. I know only that it referred to you, and that yours was an important existence. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us have foreseen this turn of events. She seems different from the other Void Sent, at least those we've met. And the change we witness, I suspect, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and her world. Alright, got a lot of food. I really don't need any more of it. The dark-robed Voidsent regards you questioningly. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it you're after? We were looking for a Voidsent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world, and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon? Voidsent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. That makes sense. Pray, forgive our ignorance. But what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry has no value here. Voidsent crave one thing alone: ether. In return for information, I offer you mine. Just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well. I will tell you no more than what you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we are to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. Come with me. She's liable to take more than you offer. You guys have anything different to say? Nope. You needn't worry for me. My life force is a small price to pay for her knowledge, and I will recover it quickly enough once we've returned home. We cannot allow Y'shtola to bear the burden alone. When next the opportunity arises, I will offer my own ether. Their one rule is no different from that of many in our own world. It's those like Alphino who are a rare breed. It's true.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the Void.
I see some light shining through the clouds, so it can't all be darkness.
There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
Must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, Voidsent. We are the natural order now.
As light begat sin-eaters, darkness begat Voidsent.
The sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, we formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a Voidsent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am Voidsent, but only in part. The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other. But darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me Voidsent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Then call me what you will. I care not.
How about 0?
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. 0, then.
Here's to a fruitful partnership.
Partnership? Are you saying you wish to strike a bargain?
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ajdaya is her name.
Shut up!
She is my sister.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
If
Shut
you have
up!
any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Shut up!
Did you say something?
No.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
Beginning. A curious notion in a world where all has come to an end. No one else seems to be nearby. Perhaps it was just a trick of the wind. If naught is out of the ordinary, I should like to hear more from Zero. I can't imagine there are many Voidsent like her who remember the world as it was. We may have subdued the Voidsent here, but I doubt they'll remain that way. Remain vigilant. I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue the conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we're arrived. You being a good guard dog? Good boy. Oh my god, thank... Could have mounted up this whole time. Oh joy, an instant. I feel eyes on us. Stay alert. All appears unchanged here. I will see to the payment, and then we may ask Zero what she knows about Azdaia. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again for the most recent of these. Oh boy! Here we go!
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Feed me! Of course.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down. Watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Your ether, it is reminiscent of that creature's. My mouth waters at the memory.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must.
He's lying. Don't listen to him.
Drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
Of course.
That a bothersome duty should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
dun, 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 dun.
Every soul in this domain serves me now. God, feast upon their flesh.
The castle answers his call. We do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Of course, he's just gonna bring him back immediately afterwards, I'm guessing.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
Yep.
He hastens their regeneration.
You cannot defeat that which cannot die.
Round 3?
We need to drag him out of this damnable ship. Quickly, stand together!
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. Your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
Oh, clever.
A
Nice
name
one,
for which
Y'shtola.
I did not ask, but that I nevertheless did accept.
Nice.
been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
Huzzah!
A debt is a debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn voices into crystal.
What is this power?
You assemble before my truth strength!
Attend to the minions first.
Okay.
Be gone.
How do we do that? Oh, you did that.
That's far enough.
Muda! Muda!
Cannot win without Zero. He must help us.
Another debt to be paid.
I must deal with you first. I'll kill you all myself.
You're having a hard enough time with that already.
Very well. Let us return the favor.
Uh-huh. Keep talking.
We must stop him now!
Everyone, to me! Give everything you've got!
All right. I like that. Eat him!
Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again.
Eat him!
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
Eat him!
To seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet... Ah, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom. Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Oh.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you for hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the crew's gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact, and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
Oh, fuck. Damn it.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether. This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my 4 arch-fiends.
Damn it.
As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether. Just as well, the creature may yet serve other ends.
So she's still alive.
Are you all right?
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scamilione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I receive my own due compensation. Which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
Yep. As per usual.
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya.
Yeah.
Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
We vanquished one of Golbez's arch-fiends, but 3 remain. As troublesome as this one, I expect. If Golbez has Ashdaya at his mercy, we must find him. Hopefully Zero has knowledge that will aid us in our search. There is nothing like the ether of a living mortal. I haven't felt so satisfied since my return. In light of our recent experiences, I expect we all have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. We should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Estinian looks at you with his piercing gaze. Melody, you've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Void Sent here. But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared that detail beforehand. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I was in a bit of a rush and didn't have time to wait around and see. From what I know of your foray, I can hardly blame you. Perhaps they returned after you left, but if they didn't, there must be a reason why. There are circumstances in which we are unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this.
Please do.
The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process, your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct void scent once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies or your erstwhile prey, a fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet despite his greater strength, Skarlamon managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I can bind the ether of the soul in crystal. Many wielded this power during the Contra Memoria, but I'm the only one left. I am told that heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stones called Orosite. Are they in Memoria one and the same? Orosite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast, and perhaps Memoria had different names elsewhere, but it does sound quite familiar. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, we wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to other Voidsent again. Let us entrust the task to Melody. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but I will not ask about But will you not ask about Golbez in my stead? On the terraces to begin with, perhaps. Sure thing, man. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss what other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Skarlamon, too, appeared surprised by Zero's power. As she says, it must be a lost art. This makes her invaluable to our cause, far more than someone who can simply communicate. So this echo of yours, you can see into the past. Interesting. Those memories may as well be all that remains of it, though. Everything and everyone was warped by darkness. However storied it may appear, this castle is simply the product of its mistress's mind.
I know what it feels like to have my essence blended with that of another. Yet tumultuous though it was, he was only one worm's soul. To be bound to scores of others over thousands of years sounds horrible.
According to your vision, Golbez recruited his champions and raised an army by offering a dragon's ether in exchange. Whatever his crusade, 'tis unconscionable to use a dragon's life force as a fodder. He will answer for his deeds. Alright, where am I going? Alright, gentlemen, let's try this one more time. So the clever one hadn't been eaten? If no one wants it, then perhaps... Golbez? Of course I know of him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His archfiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who can't fight. If you don't want to be eaten, then you had better flee, though soon there would be nowhere to run. It seems the archfiends keep only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. If the one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress will return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Golbez, you say? My mistress spoke of him. He commands the archfiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. It seems the archfiends have been attacking other domains. Their fearsome reputation precedes them. Ah, the tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Golbez. I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees him. With his army of minions, Golbez would seldom have need to act personally. It will not be easy to reach him. Alright, let's go back now. No trouble on your end? Good. I dare say Scarlamon's fate served as sufficient warning. Let's hope that those elsewhere have the same sense. Oh, you finished already? Or did we get carried away talking? There's no way to... There's no easy way to mark the passage of time in this world, nor do I imagine such things concern void scent. It would take considerable mental fortitude to still care after millennia in this endless night. Is there no end to their questions? I should have demanded more ether. Welcome back, Melody. Were you able to learn aught of value? Well, it seems everyone and their mother has heard of Golbez. So countless voids sent answer to the archfiends, who in turn answer to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarlamon's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck in this isle. Zero, I would ask a favor of you. I am determined to save my sister Ajdaya. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the way of my world already? If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? If you accompany us, we can offer you protection. Surely you must desire something. Name it. Surely you must desire something. Name it. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That's why I don't bother to resist when the ones here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our request. The payment need but be your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in ether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous.
Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary.
I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you also know how we can get off this isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with ether. Excellent. Let us go find our mount at once.
Oh. What you staring at?
Not good! Lord Golbez must hear this!
Wait! Let's kill the eyeball! Oh, whatever.
No, right, I can mount up here. Hey! Hey, Vricha! I brought your dad. Oh, whatever. Were I here in my true form, I would be able to carry you all. But even were it possible to so enlarge the gate, the risk would be too great. Zero will best know how to handle the creatures. Let us watch and learn.
Not all Voidsent can fly. It stands to reason that some would be made to serve as mounts.
We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Let a little ether, just a little ether should suffice. Are you ready?
Alright, let's go!
There it is.
Yeah.
Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Where are we off to? Oh! Hello, I recognize you. Alright, how many of you fuckers do I have to kill before you submit to me?
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs.
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What did they see there? Let me have some, let me have some! Not fair.
Yeah, that's right, heck off.
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word. Follow me.
"'Tis said that a person's domain is a reflection of what abides in their heart. If true, this place may offer a glimpse into Zero's past. 'Tis quite a gathering of void scent. I pray one among them has the knowledge we seek. The longer one lives, the more one yearns for peace. I understand why some wouldn't sequester themselves here. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing ether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. It is a void sense nature to consume, their sole purpose. Even if the pursuit of ether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Having given you due warning, Zero would leave you to your own devices. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another. But whether any of those masters in turn served gold bears, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I wish only to observe. Do not expect me to help. Alright, fine. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Ready? Then lead the way. I leave it to you to decide with whom you speak. Zero is now accompanying you. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, let's take a look in your home. Ah, yes. very homey. I call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. All physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's ether. You can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another's soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate, visualize who I am in a place all my own. Sounds about right. To walk around with her like that. You're her minion, then? You know I don't take minions. She has some questions, and I want you to answer them. Golbez? I don't know that one. Only Scathach. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here ever since. I don't know anyone else. Nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Scathach was a powerful voidsent who ruled over a vast domain. That was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Yeah, Scathach is kind of dead as well. You're welcome, by the way. This is the heart of my domain. Normally it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall this statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. Whose likeness is this, you ask? The hero who will save the world. I'm waiting for the day he comes. Or was it a she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting, or why even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know when I meet him. Or her. I'll just have to keep waiting. Alright, whatever. Let me... There we go. Well, first of all, his limbs are... Well, I guess he could stay upright like that. I think I recognize that sword. I think that's the, Oh, wait! No. This is just straight up the Paladin's class armor for Endwalker.
Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard the name before. I remember. Always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious.
A crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this?
For Farlow. He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw.
I see. Perhaps Farfaro can tell us more. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? When you die over there, you really die? So it is. What brings you here, then? Yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? But let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. It seems the rumors of Golbez's reach even my Romaic domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfarlo once fought in Gulbis' army. It's a miracle he survived, serving an archfiend. Now, I suppose I should explain. Farfarlo is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siratio. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarlo, I presume? Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Meanwhile, elsewhere... Ooh.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. Yet the very notion was an absurd! Drifting our God, drowned in darkness. As were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The insolence! No place!
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
It was in order to strike down the cloud of darkness that my sister crossed over into the void. What befell her after she vanished into the gate? How did she become Golbez's captive? These things are more I hope to learn. Alright, where's the other two? Nope, there's a Xain. If a void scent is too weak to create its own domain, it must join with others for protection. Alternately, it might devour them in a bid to become stronger, but in so doing risk losing its sense of self. It is an unenviable struggle. Nothing over here. Pistola. Hello? Y'shtola. Where are you? Where did you go? Are you further down this way? No, but there's a dog in the alleyway. Ugh, I'm so hungry I might die. But I can't. Not while someone's near. You're not devouring my ether, you hear me? You're not devouring my ether! God, Y'shtola, where are you? I'll have to find her later. For Farlow keeps to the fringes of my domain. This way. The void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please. But all must answer to the hunger and seek out prey when they need ether. Except for Farlow and Seratio, that is. They are content to take from one another. Barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Serato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. For Farlow, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. Oh, whatever will I do now? Oh! Serato, this is rather unexpected. Where's Farfarlo? No. Farfarlo isn't here anymore. He's left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone. All right? What more would you want me to say? Or if he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Serato's behavior? He seemed frightened. Perhaps someone had threatened him? I don't think he was telling the truth. So you think so too? As he says, Farfarlo is gone, but that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Serato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but instead hid here, where Farfarlo usually... No. We must go after Serato now. Serato, we need to talk.
There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee.
The wind rises? What is he talking about? After him.
Whoa.
What's gotten into you? What do you mean the wind rises?
When the wind rises, she comes. Barbaricia.
Barbaricia? Who in the world is that?
We must flee. All of us. There is no time. Whoa.
I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's a dead-end bond. We'll corner him.
Whoa, we're doomed. There's nowhere to run.
What are you running from?
I already told you. Barbaricia. Barbaricia, the archfiend of wind.
Archfiend, you say?
We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade. But it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here.
I see. That explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarlo who used to serve as an archfiend, not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You, who now speak as though you were Barbaricia's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarlo, didn't he? Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarlo? And not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being?
How did you know?
It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was at Farfarlo's behest.
I can't hide anything from you. I admit it, Farfarlo didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbaricia more than anything. He hated the endless fighting. So he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again.
Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain.
But all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened.
When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer. And though you have no control, your consciousness is in part endures. Were this a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarlo must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Siriato's fear, driving him to act erratically.
This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me or Farfarlo. But there's nowhere to go. Nowhere!
Then tell me about Barbaricia. I would know who it is we face.
It's too late. She's as good as here. And no one can escape her winds. No one.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
One of the Archfiend's approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Nice.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery. Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
What's the plan then?
Go in and kick her ass. Go after Barbaricia. What else?
Indeed. Yet she will have the upper hand in her domain. We must be no less than fully prepared.
We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
What little I learned in your absence did not pertain to the Archfiends. That discussion can wait until after we've tended to Barbaricia. Just you wait, Barbaricia. I will have answers from you yet. I have no intention of demanding anyone's ether until afterwards. Weakening you now would only reduce my chances of getting paid. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavy for those Barbaricia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbaricia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. This is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. The wind rises. Zero has a word of warning before you go to face Barbaricia. A word of warning. Barbaricia spoke as if she could give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an Archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the Memoria will suffice. I'll try, but I make no guarantees. You do that. And if you fail, well, you'll just have to search elsewhere for answers. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Azdaia. If another Archfiend were to fall, Gulpez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our query to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmiglione taught us aught, 'tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an Archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we are in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Misroch.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind. Leave these ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
Oh boy. Storm's Crown now accessible. Real quick. Now that'll do. Your search for the great worm Asdaya in the void has brought you to Zero's domain, where you hope to find information that will lead you to the mysterious Golbez. But it soon becomes apparent that your victory over Scarmelone did not go unnoticed. For now, another archfiend, the ravishing but cruel Barbaricia, has descended to challenge you. While there is no guarantee that she will yield the answers she teases, the only way is forward, and you sally forth to confront her in her stormy domain. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go! Empress of the Winds, Barbaricia.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence. Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation. Oh no, God!
Oh, okay.
Try this. Have at you.
Oh, nope, that's in, and then... Alright.
My locks are as the wind.
Oh.
Soft, strong, and free.
Okay.
Try this. A fair wind blows. You feel it too, do you not?
Oh, damn it.
You've done well to last this long. But the battle has only just begun.
Uh-oh. Oh, she wrapped herself in her hair. It's very how Bayonetta of you.
I'll feel more. Dodge this if you can. I'll make it work.
Jesus! This is getting crazy.
Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
Oh my god!
Be gone from my sight! The insolence! I'll make it quick. Don't underestimate me. Feel my fury! Know your place.
Yeah! That was good. That was intense.
I will not be denied.
I like that fight.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet... You're
Nope.
finished. Damn it all!
Nope.
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
Nope.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Zero hasn't so much as stirred. Such power she must have expended. In her present state, Zero is easy prey for other Void Set. We must be on our guard. Though so slow as to be nearly imperceptible, Zero's chest rises and falls in steady rhythm. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern, at any rate. Being part Void Sent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Return from the void. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the aether we can afford to share will be enough to waken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent. But it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. If she would later desire it, we can bring her home. Melody, might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's Memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Oh? What happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she awakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer? So we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else. Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Melody? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. When the leader falls, the minions pledge themselves to the enemy. There's no loyalty, only survival. Worry not, we will keep an eye on Zero. Go and meet this newcomer. This appears to be the newcomer. You're the ones who felled Barbarecia. I won't make trouble. I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain. Wherever it is, none but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters. Staves? Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I am satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. Little mortal, you remind me of the time I was summoned to your world by someone who sought beauty. Well, it turned out to be a deviant who had my vessel chained to a bed. And when I tried to break free, he had the gall to call me a hideous fiend. And as if that wasn't bad enough, he started slicing me up. I left that body and fled back here as quickly as I could. Never again. Never again. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? You'll not be able to freely return to the 13th. Are you certain you wish to leave? Yes, get me the hell out of here. I didn't want to come here in the first place. Back to Troya then, and thence home. Sorry guys, it's been a few hours. Maybe more.
You're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Alright, everyone, load in. Load in. Mr. Sophidian, we have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I would show you to the guest chambers. Yes, please. God, there should have been guest chambers here to start.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine harnished cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void-sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel. Were Zero wholly void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her. One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
She never stops giving.
'Tis no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Zero's breathing appears to be less strained than it was in the 13th.
My chamber is much the same as this one. Too opulent for my taste, but at least it has space to train.
She seems to be faring better here. Praise be to the sisters. A world with light and life. Never one to remain idle, Y'shtola would tend to an errand. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel.
And I'll go and meet with the soldiers. Share with them what I learned fighting Voidsent in the 13th.
What of you, friend? Have you any immediate plans? Nothing particular. I'm just worried about Zero. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she wakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Mahed Mahain and ask for suitable refreshments? Excellent. In the meantime, Nidhana shall watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each then tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. I imagine we're almost done. Welcome to Mahed Mahadin. Marhades Mahain. Please make yourself comfortable. What? A guest of the Satrap has collapsed from hunger. Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. Your most expensive dish, just for good measure. Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat. A modest quantity of a living mortal's ethers. Ah, yes, that would be perfect for someone coming out of a long slumber. Please, take these apples with you then. They've just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your friend feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Yeah, I definitely think fruit is a good thing to eat when you wake up. Ah, welcome back. Lest you worry, Mistress Nihana has been taking good care of our guest. Will you be joining them now? Absolutely. Please tell me nothing went wrong. Hey.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful! Ah! Ah!
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
Relax. You're safe. Probably the first time in your life.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow. That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzatan.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You have my thanks.
It was my pleasure to show you the city when first you arrived. I shall enjoy doing the same for Zero. If she ever loads in. There you are. This world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Mirades Mehain, it is, then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Mahir. Barshan and Zero are now accompanying you. Alright. Are there any places to... Nope. This is the place? The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hanish cuisine is quite fragrant, and delicious, I hope you will agree. We could attempt to introduce Zero to Meredith herself. Mahil is more likely to be available. Welcome to Mirades Mehain. Greetings, Mahir. And may I introduce to you Zero. She is an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes. Mirade has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. 'Twas here that Melody obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, it is certainly a quick and convenient food. Now remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies around? Is it some sort of ritual related to eating? The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. It is a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We voids and prefer simpler pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world, too, must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit a Balshim Bazaar, while goods the world over may be found. There we go. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace, where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Razathan has served as a trading hub, and here you will find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tomestones. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tomestones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appears to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Why, Master Fritra! How may we serve you this evening? If you are here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there is no rush. Pray, take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start? That I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Anything on the map? Nope. Heyo. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Stavnerian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra! And Melody, too! If it isn't young Marad, and that must be your sister, Ysera, is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice. We all look out for one another. Oh yes, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. That is well. Is she a new friend? Friend. You know what that is. What? You mean you don't? She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with? Xeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? More or less. I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why he traversed the great expanse? Why he risked life and limb for you? But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. Yes, you stand to gain nothing. 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 I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There is no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we better get back to our errand. Goodbye, it was nice meeting you. What is a friend? It is a seemingly simple question, but the answer is anything but. Only a child, innocent and pure, could reply with nary a moment's hesitation. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world, but the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. Darkness warped all life in the void, even plants. Only now do I recall flowers and the value they held. Buried memory. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and 'twas in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to the Megaduta. Welcome back, Mistress of Idiot. Will you be heading to the guest chambers?
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity, but if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the Lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. We warned that this will take a while.
And then this happened, and then this happened, and this happened.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone.
That we do.
Habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Mm-hmm. You know it.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
I love the little moments like that. We're just talking and having a nice meal. That's so good. God, I love this game. Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. The greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. What the heck? Golbez and his minions would seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Meanwhile, at the Council of Evil.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Aha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Okay then.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, My ambition shall be fulfilled!
Even realms long lost to dark may find in memory rebirth spark. Alright. To be continued. Well, patch 6.2 is a beefer, so rest assured I will want to stream more of this when time allows. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out, and until next time, take care.